Okay, have you done that? That's fantastic. Now we've done that, I'm going to make a few mistakes, but you'll see why in a moment. If we look at our Scratch again, what we really want to do is we want to do this go to mouse X, mouse Y. So it's taking the X coordinate and the Y coordinate of the mouse positions and telling our image to go there. Okay. Now, that's actually a really simple bit of Java. It's called set location. So instead of go to XY, it's called set location. And that's a program. So now remember I said that that's got lots of useful bits of information about the mouse. So I'm going to go mouse. That's referring to our variable kind of thing we made. And one of the bits of information it's got is the X coordinate. And we get that by typing get capital X and brackets. Okay. So that's our X coordinate. Now I use a comma, not a full stop, and I want to put the Y coordinate in, so I go mouse dot get and a capital Y and then a couple of brackets. And now, because I opened a bracket there, I need to close the bracket as well. So there's two closing brackets, one for that set, and then that one there goes over there. And now a semicolon at the end because it's an action. I compile that, and I should be very happy and get no errors. But there's going to be something wrong with this. When I run this, you'll see something goes wrong. It's not following it at all. It's totally and utterly ignoring it. So there's an error here, and sometimes it will just crash. What's going on? Well, the problem is that my mouse wasn't over the game area. If we look at the Scratch as an example, I'll show you what I mean. Is when I run this, if I have my mouse over here, Scratch can't go where my mouse is. My mouse is over the code and it's stuck on the window. I move my mouse over this gaming area and it suddenly works. Well, it's the same with the Greenfoot. It's only actually getting information about the mouse when it's sitting over the world. At any other time, it will just go, well, I can't follow you because that's where I don't go. So we need to actually ask a question. The question we need to ask is the mouse actually over our world? So we're going to do that now. So what I'd like you to do is, after you've asked for mouse info, I'm just going to go if, and then round brackets, mouse. Now, I'm using a weird thing. It's speech mark equals null. Okay, the exclamation mark, sorry. An exclamation mark is the equivalent in computing of not. So what we're saying is if the mouse is not equal to something, and the something it's not equal to is null. Null is another word for nothing. So we're saying if you're not getting any information about the mouse, i.e. if the mouse is not equal to nothing, then by inference you must be getting some kind of information about the mouse, and you only get information about the mouse if it's moving in the right place. So we're kind of asking, it's like a double negative here, to find out is there actually information coming in. And if there is, then I need to do something. And the way I do it is by using a curly bracket to open and a curly bracket to close. And it will basically say if, with our double negative, if we are getting some information about the mouse, and only if then you can set the location of the mouse to the X and Y. I've compiled, there's no errors. So if I'm happy, I can give that a try. And you now notice that my foot is underneath my mouse. And it follows it wherever we go. But when I leave the world, the foot just stays where I left it. In fact, you can do this and make it jump. Boom. And it jumps right across. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to add all of that code into foot. Don't forget, by the way, what you can't see here is just below I've got another closed bracket. So there's actually the closed bracket for that open bracket there, there's my open bracket, there's the closed bracket for that open bracket, and now we have the closed bracket for that. And these are the squiggly brackets which you get. One of them is they're to the right of the P, and you need the shift key to get them written. Away you go.